Hey, what is up everyone? Chris here. Long time no see. Back with another video. Today we have the Huawei Fit smartwatch. So this watch I'm testing out and gonna be hopefully comparing it and maybe replacing with my Xiaomi Mi Band and see what this is about. So it has one improvement. It's waterproof, so that's good. 6 days of battery life, so not like the Mi Band. We'll test out if that 6 days is actually accurate. You get some notifications. It is lightweight. It does have a heart rate sensor for active constant monitoring, different modes for your sport activities, things like that. Comes in just a clear box, no problem. You can pick it up at Best Buy, things like that. They do come in different colors. This is just the black version. They do have one with silver, a silver watch with like orange or a dark blue color. Let's go ahead and just set the watch aside real quick. We got some quick start guides, safety information. You have a charging puck that uses a micro USB cable and some prongs similar to the Huawei watch. And then also your charging cable itself, white, nothing fancy there. Onto the watch, or fitness band I should say. Alright, so we got a rubber silicone type band here, which this is black. These are user replaceable, so that's nice. They're similar to the mode bands from Google. You can just press this little clasp and that will release, so that's cool. Wonder what size band this is. I'm not quite 100% sure actually. So I think the strap is a 9.9 or 10 mil strap width, so maybe you might be able to get a metal one, leather, to make it more professional in those instances. We got your heart rate sensor down at the bottom, your charging prongs there. We have a metal casing all around, a nice flat matte finish there. On the front we have your display, which is a 1.04 inch LCD touchscreen, so that's an improvement over the Mi Band, which has no screen, but of course this is the initial version. This also does have Corning Gorilla Glass 3, so it is going to be much more scratch resistant when you're doing those physical activities. Again, this is waterproof up to 5 meters, it looks like. Weight is actually quite light, 35 grams, so it's not going to be heavy on your wrist when you're doing your activities. So let's go ahead and get this put on, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I am back. I got this on. You can see very small wrists that I have. Definitely a lot smaller than your other Android Wear watches, but this is not going to be like a main watch per se. It's going to be a fitness band. Lightweight on the wrist. I can easily see myself kind of forget that it's even there. Your face is right here as well, with some kind of like notches underneath the screen. Not sure how you're going to turn this on. Let's investigate that. But the band is flexible, it is comfortable, and you have your little watch strap there to hold it down. Alright, so I got the charger plugged in. We're going to try just plugging this in, see if that turns it on, but there are no buttons anywhere on this whatsoever, so that is quite strange. You can see nothing on the bottom. I've tried pressing everything that I can. Let's line that up. So this is magnetic, so it just sits right in. Well, that explains it. There's no battery. Alright, so it is charging. There's no battery on this, which explains why it wasn't turning on. But again, there's no buttons, so I'm not sure how it would even turn on. Scan the QR code in the next page. Download the Huawei Wear app. So there's the QR code, or you can just search Huawei Wear in the Play Store. So I'm going to let this charge up and see how the setup is and how it works. Alright guys, so I got my Zook Z2 here, and we're going to work on pairing this. So we're going to go ahead and open the Huawei Wear app. Go ahead and download that from the Play Store. We're going to go ahead and enter your information, mail, name, just your basic information about you, height. Then we are brought to this screen where you select your Huawei device. We are dealing with the Huawei Fit right there. We need to go ahead and turn on our Bluetooth. Alright, give access to location, and it will come up on the list of devices, and as you can see on the screen here, it'll tell you basically to download it, and then the device name, B84. There's our B84 pairing. And then up on our device here, we have a confirmed connection. Alright, next. Huawei Watch Health provides services. Let's go ahead and install that, which will take us to Play Store. Access media, the phone. That way you can get notifications, push notifications for messages. Let's enable that. Give access to notifications. And here we can select which device or which apps you want to get notifications from. So you can turn on and off, similar to Apple as far as the look and setup goes for that, so that's kind of neat. And here we have the actual app itself. We have activity reminders, basically remind you to be active. Do not disturb. So it looks like there's a new version already for the watch, which we haven't even gotten into. So let's go and update that, and I'll be right back. So during the update, you're going to see a slight update notification. Again, this is just kind of like a black and white LCD screen. It would have been nice if this was like a OLED or AMOLED. That way the black would be very black and white would be able to see. Probably save a lot of battery as well versus trying to light the pixels black. So we'll wait. I just wanted to show you guys that animation. It looks like the update is to improve system stability, pedometer accuracy, so while this is updating, it's going to take a couple minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so. Let me make mention, I was trying to pair this Huawei Fit to another my daily driver device, and I had issues. It was kept telling me to reboot the Huawei watch, turn on and off the Bluetooth on my phone, and I'm like, okay, how do you reboot the watch? There was no mention anywhere in this guide, on the box, on the watch, where to reboot or a power button, nothing. But I had to Google it. If you look on the underside of this charger, you can see there's a restart button. So I find this inconvenient in two ways. One, it's on the charger, it's not on the watch. Two is, because of that, if the watch ever freezes, locks up, something happens to the watch, you can't do anything. It becomes a brick on your wrist until you can plug this back in and restart it from here. So unlike Android Wear watches, things like that, they have buttons where at least you can press and hold the button to restart it, go into the settings. On here, at least from until you pair it and get it connected to your watch, you can't do anything. I'll check in the settings to see if there is an actual restart option, but who knows? I haven't used this yet, so it would have been nice to have some sort of information in here to let you know, hey, if something happens, there's a restart button. So that was just my first impressions. It was a little frustrating, so I literally wore a watch until I figured that out. Alright, so it has now completed the update. Our phone is connecting to the watch now. We can see it's connected, 50% battery. Let's try and navigate some of this UI here. So by swiping up and down, we can access different menus. Essentially, we have, it looks like steps. You have your basic home screen where you can start an activity, your time, steps, your workout, check your heart rate, measuring, no record of heart rate. So just by quickly swiping, which is currently not swiping, okay, that's odd. Alright, training plan. Okay, what's more? You can change a watch face, which is okay, that's interesting. Heart rate, broadcast, I'm not sure what that means, we'll get into that. You can change the backlight, so I guess it dims automatically. Backlight on, so some of these, well, that's off, I don't want that. Auto, that works. Alright, flick wrist, so some of these come from kind of Android Wear, so you're going to be able to flick your wrist to change screens, which will be convenient. Auto measure, that's fine. Restart, so there is a restart on the watch, but it is no good if the watch is frozen or locked up. I am noticing that this screen is not very touch friendly. You're having to like do very slow, deliberate movements versus being really fast, because sometimes it acts as a single press versus a swipe. So let's get into the app itself here real quick. Bluetooth disconnect reminder, so the phone will probably vibrate when the Bluetooth disconnects. Firmware update, factory reset, device management. So yeah, there's no way to actually reset or reboot the watch from the phone, just a firmware update and basically a factory reset essentially. So that's kind of unfortunate. So again, if you're out on an activity or you're out and about and this freezes, you can't do anything. It's there until you plug it in and press that restart button. Let's go ahead and put this on my wrist. Alright, so we got the watch on. Now let's try the flick feature. Okay, so flick feature works actually quite well. Let's see how well it measures my heart rate. Now this is strapped on fairly firmly. Can get maybe one finger underneath. Heart rate, I'm not sure how accurate that is. We'll take its word for it. Training plan, let's see what that is about. Set up running plan on. Okay. Let's check out what watch faces we have. So we got one, that one. So we can see the date, the time, just the time again, and just a single. I like this one just because it seems to give you the most information. So yeah, and then if we, this is the screen. If you scroll up, you can get to your notifications as far as messages go. and getting into the more. So it's a continuous scroll. So it's one long list versus going to a top and a bottom. So that's neat. So this is the first look at the Huawei Fit, and I will be again trying this out for a whole week or so, and I'll come back and give you my thoughts about it, how I like it compared to the Xiaomi Mi Band. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next one. Take care.